Hello and welcome to Colred Plays Raid Shadow Legends. I am Colred. Thank you for joining me. The purple is orange and we are pulling sacred shards today. How many? We'll have to see. Hope you're ready for it. Let's get started. Just a quick reminder to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and consider joining our Discord community. Also, don't forget about our Takeover Tuesday live stream every Tuesday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, where I give away free account takeovers to members of my Discord community. You should come check it out. All right, let's get back to the video. Okay, if you watched my video yesterday on shard pulling, you know I have 20 sacreds ready to go. We do have a summon rush going on that is in conjunction with the Vault Keeper Wixwell fusion. So this is a summon rush. Now the big decision that I have to make today is how many shards do I pull? Now, I mentioned in my last video that the real bottleneck on my account is legendary tomes. And there are 3 legendary skill tomes that are available up here. To get the third one would require me to pull 14 sacred shards or 13 sacred shards and like 400 mystery shards, but probably 14 sacred shards. Now I only need to pull 5 for Terex, so there are 9 more shards here that I could be pulling in order to get these legendary skill tomes. Now in addition, I would get an XP barrel and a rank 5 chicken, but the big reward would be this Arwood Quivergrass. Now this would allow me to skip some of the fusion events if I wanted to. I could just take the extra copy. I don't actually think she's a great champion, and I certainly don't need her. I don't really want just an extra copy. But this would allow me to potentially skip the last artifact enhancement event. That would save me 20 million silver. Could also skip the last champion training if I wanted, or I could skip the last dungeon divers if I wanted. So this would give me some freedom here with the actual fusion, because I wouldn't have to get every single copy. I wouldn't have to get all 16 copies of Terex the Restless. I could just get 12 copies and the Arwood Quivergrass. So it feels like a good time for me on this account to spend all of my shards and go after these legendary skill tomes. I'm not actually spending all of them, right? I'm still going to hold on to 6. So that seems to be the decision for me. Definitely, if you are either confused by that decision or you're not sure why I'm making that decision, go and watch yesterday's video where I explained where I consider the value coming from shards. But one way to think about it is if you could trade 9 sacred shards for, say, 9 4-star chickens, could be a legendary in there, but 9 4-star chickens, 3 legendary tomes, a mythical tome, an epic champion that will complete your fusion, a barrel, and a 5-star chicken, would you do it? Hard to say. You know, I think for a lot of players, they would say yes, and a lot of players would say no. So maybe let me know in the comments below what you think about that trade. But okay, let me click off the red dots here, and then let's go pull some shards. Now I have just 16 spots in my roster. I do have to decide who I want on the progressive chance. Now there are a few different legendaries here that I don't have. Actually, 3 of these I don't have. I think this guy's name is like Glacier or something, Glycad or something like that. He's relatively new. I don't have a Mortu Macabre. I don't have a Kaya. And they are all pretty good. I could use all of them. I also would love a duplicate of Wukong. I think he would absolutely be great to have a duplicate of, but it's not a high priority. I think one of the nice things about going for Kaya is she would add value to my Timid the Fool, who I recently 6-starred. I haven't booked him, and I don't think I would book him without the duo. And then Mortu Macabre is great in Arena. And honestly, Arena has become, especially Live Arena, has become a focus for me recently. So maybe I should focus on Mortu Macabre. Now, as far as the epics are concerned, I don't need any of these. I have multiple copies of all 3 epics. The other option here, by the way, is you could not take a summon boost. Right? You could always opt out. You don't have to use a summon boost if there isn't a champion that you clearly need that would help your roster. But I think I'm going to go with Mortu Macabre. And let's just... No. Epic Empowerment. Epic Empowerment. Let's empower our Deacon Armstrong, who we love to use everywhere. Actually, we could empower our Doom Priest as well. She would also be a terrific champion for Epic Empowerment. But Deacon is one of my favorite epics, and I use them everywhere, so I'm going to go for that. Okay, now we know we're going to be pulling 14 shards to get that Mythic Tome, and we do need Mythic Tomes because I'm trying to book out my Lady Mikage, and I need one more book, I think, for her. So that's going to be helpful. All right, the only downside here is all the silver. Man, it's 100,000 silver for each Sacred Shard. Clarion, get rid of the silver requirements for shard pulls. It's just unfriendly. I mean, really, come on. All right, let's go ahead and see how we do here. My shard pulls have been so cold recently. I'm not expecting much of anything. I do need a Duchess, I need a Kymar, and I still need a Geo. So a Geo would be a win here. But otherwise, I mean, there are some champions that I would like. Vogoth's a good epic. I have 2 copies built, so I don't need a third Vogoth. I don't know how close I am to Mercy. I don't think I'm that close. But like I said, I have been cold. I have been cold on all of my shard pulls recently. Another Lockwayne, who I think was the other... Wasn't he the other champion that we could have gotten? Like, we could have selected Lockwayne? Yeah, he's right there. It's like, we didn't need him. But, okay. That's 4. So now this one is the one we need to get the actual... Hey, there's Deacon. All right, that's great. Let's just get 4 copies of Deacon. Just give me 4 copies of Deacon in a row. I can get him fully empowered. It'd be absolutely fantastic. Ambassador Lethlin, not very good. All right, so we're pulling more Sacreds. We're hoping to hit. I mean, we've got an okay chance to hit. Something like a 60% chance to hit on 16 or on 14. No, it must be higher than that. Must be higher than that. I forget the chance. Oh God. This is going to be another painful shard pull video. All right, this is our 10th champion. We're pulling some interesting epics. Some epics maybe that I'll empower, right? Because at this point, epic empowerment is pretty cool. But nobody really critical jumping out at me here. Certainly not Tashada. Again, I want to stress that I look at this as an investment, awesome, into a guaranteed champion. The Fusion champ is the guaranteed champion. But I've got a bunch of copies of Deacon Armstrong right now. All right, I think this is our last one. I think this is our 14th Sacred. Come on. Get something. Oh. All right, so again, unlucky. Sometimes you get lucky and you pull something there. You get a legendary. But 14 shards, going to get me a whole lot of resources. And these legendary skill tomes are really nice. That Arwood Quivergrass is going to save me at least 20 million silver, maybe several thousand energy as well. I get the mythical skill tome. I don't need to pull for the feast, although I could, I guess. If I'm going to do that, I'm 400 points away. I'll probably do that with mystery shards. The other thing is we do still have 2 days and 8 hours left on this summon rush. So if I get a bunch of shards from, chests or whatever over the next 24 hours or 48 hours, I might say, okay, I'm going to pull one more and just lock down this feast as well, which is kind of nice. The feast is helpful. I don't know. I might have one right now, but okay. So let's go ahead and collect our rewards. A lot of rewards. And I think that's actually close to what I need. I think I just need 2 more copies of Terex and I'm done now with the fusion. So I can get that done nice and early, which is another thing that I want to remind you. As a classic fusion, make sure that you level up all of your champions and do the fusion as soon as you are complete with it. I know it says it's 1 week and 28 minutes left, but make sure that you don't wait and accidentally miss out on Wixwell. He's pretty awesome. Okay, no excitement here. No last second gold like I've been doing in the last few shard pull videos, but let me know how you did. Did you pull shards for the summon rush? How many shards did you pull? And who did you hit on? Did you hit on somebody good, or did you miss like me? Because I will commiserate with you as well. All right, that is it for me today. Thanks so much for hanging out. I have been Colred, and I will see you in another video soon.